Take a look at these 4 pocket monsters right here. To the conscious mind, you might be thinking that this is solely some Generation 1 nostalgia stuffies. But underneath the surface in your brain, what you're seeing here is actually a complex, very diverse, and important cocktail of neurochemistry. Pikachu here, this little spark of dopamine, is the energizer of the hobby, driving the thrill and the excitement of the chase to get your favorite Pokemon cards. Squirrel right here, this cool guy is Serotonin. He brings the thankfulness and the nostalgia to really appreciate and bring home the special value of our Pokemon cards. Charmander, this fiery one, he's Oxytocin. Provides the warmth of the community that we share when we battle and when we trade, and we have a blast with all things Pokemon. But don't forget this guy, Bulbasaur. He's Cortisol. He's a stress hormone. This is what we feel when we go to a GameStop or a Walmart and we get that anxiety when we see no Pokemon cards on the shelves and we just feel, man, we've missed it. With all these chemicals, your brain isn't just chasing some flashy and shiny pieces of cardboard. Your brain is actually trying to find a delicate and biological balance. But modern scalpers and FOMO marketing have figured out a way to hijack your brain systems to make you think that you're caught in an anxious loop and you'll never be able to collect Pokemon cards again. But we're gonna change that. We're gonna fix that today. Class is in session. Let's do it. Okay, let's go. I only made it through the process. Handshake? Yeah. This is the best day of my life.
And that, folks, is a...
Now, before we hack your brains, we do need to address the machoke in the room. Yes, your professor forgot his t-shirt, but no, I did not lose a bet. It's actually a high-level scientific play here. Oxytocin, the chemical of togetherness and safety and community, is actually most triggered by some skin-to-skin contact. Think of parents bonding with their newborn children. Aww. So if I'm going to teach you how to win back the hobby from scalpers and FOMO hypers and other Team Rocket grunts, we need to break down these brain triggers one at a time. So let's head to the lab and maximize for smart strategies and good vibes only. You're welcome. The first brain chemical we as a Pokemon community need to talk about and address is dopamine. You've heard it, everybody's talked about it. It is very popular right now and it's for a good reason. This is called the craving chemical, right? It's all about the chase. It's all about the climb. Cue the Miley Cyrus song. There you go. So whether you're old school like me, been playing the game and collecting since the 90s, since base set, fossil, all that thing, or you're new to the game, maybe you're just jumping in with Mega Evolution and so forth, awesome, I love it. But we know that feeling of the booster pack. This is a 25-year-old dopamine machine, all right? It's wonderfully created, it's really impressively designed, but the reality is this is gonna get that dopamine firing in your brain. So you rip it open, you can get that fresh pack smell. Oh, that's good. You got that booster pack sliding right out. And you get that ASMR, that crinkling of that wrapper. You hear that? Oh yeah, that's good. And you break that seal. All right, it's time. Can you handle this? Oh, wow. Here it goes. Whoa. All right, and then boom, you're in it. You slide those cards out and you got 10 shots to hit that goal, all right? What is the goal? It is the unknown. What is the SIR? What is the big hit? What is the card you're searching for? The mystery is the mechanic here, all right? So in this situation, you don't know what you're gonna grab, but it brings you back every time. Maybe you've been lucky, like me, I've pulled some really great cards from booster packs, SIRs and so forth, or maybe not. But if you have hit them, you know what it feels like to go crazy. You feel like you hit the lottery. You feel like you have just beat the game. You can retire now. It's all done and dusted. But the reality is if something doesn't happen in your brain, and we're gonna talk about it later in the video, then you're gonna be wanting to go back for more and for more and for more. Pull the lever, casino machine, slot machine, whatever you wanna do. I need more dopamine, all right? Same thing with screens, same thing with going through what's the next video. Of course, you're stopping on the PDP video. And if you're enjoying this content so far, please hit that subscribe button, share with your friends. But obviously, other than the PDP video, you're searching and searching and searching, and you just want the next hit of dopamine. That's what we're talking about. Now, it doesn't help that there's a bunch of influencers, there's a bunch of box breakers and whatnots, all these different people that only show you the big wins in the shorts or in whatever videos that they're pulling. They only show you, wow, like look at all these crazy hits. You should do this too. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But let me be very crystal clear with you. Dopamine is not an enemy. Dopamine is necessary. You can hear Dr. Andrew Huberman talk about this in his podcast and many different places as well, that it's actually a good longing for our brain, for our heart to achieve something, right? It's the impetus, it's the motor behind, I gotta get this and I gotta get this now, right? It could be something long-term, hopefully, like for him in his situation, achieving a PhD, super impressive. It could be completing a fitness goal for a year or something like that, losing a certain amount of weight and putting in the work to do it. It could be thinking through, how do I impress and eventually win over a wonderful partner, okay? Stuff like that. Even getting better at a specific skill that you can bring that and put that on your resume to get a better job. There's different things incrementally that you want to strive for. You want to shift into the next gear and step on the gas because you want something. And that's not bad. That's a good thing. But when it gets hijacked, and we're talking about this, is when that's the only thing that you shoot for, is that feeling of what's next, what's next, what's next. And that is super prevalent in the Pokemon card collecting community and any other collecting community as well. It is everywhere. It is ubiquitous, all right? But as a community, we can take a step above, and we're gonna talk about that. So stick with me. The reality is the algorithm is only gonna show you the biggest hits because that gets the biggest numbers, that gets the biggest reactions. Like, oh my goodness, he popped open the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. Oh my goodness, he got the ultra super duper flippity doopy rare gold card that's made of, you know, Dragonite's like actual skin or whatever, okay? You see those big pulls, and that's cool, but that's not all real life. If you've ever opened a significant amount of booster packs, which I have in my life, the numbers actually are pretty rough. It's pretty steep. You know, some sets are a little bit more kind than others, but to pull some of the big cards is actually really difficult. But what I'm gonna propose to you later in this video is there is actually a strategy to beat this, all right? And I want that for you. Okay, so let's get a little personal here. Now humor me here. I wanna do a little diagnostic test to see if you are doing okay with your dopamine levels. This is important. What I have right here for our little protocol is what we call in the industry a booster pack. You're familiar, right? It's pitch black. It just came out this weekend, and your boy secured a whole ETB just to give away to you guys, the subscribers. So if you're not a part of that, make sure you subscribe below. We're giving it away next week. Check the live stream. Stay tuned. What I'm gonna do here, and the majority of people aren't gonna be able to make it through this, which tells me dopamine's not doing great in the economy right now for you guys, unfortunately, but you might be different. All right, so if you can make it through the entire opening of this booster pack, nice and slow, savor the flavor, then you might be doing all right with dopamine. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think you have the heart of the cards to make it through this entire test? We'll find out. All right, so here's a test. We're going to actually in real time see, you know, the level of dopamine here. If you can get through me cherishing each card and, you know, seeing what they offer and what they're valuable in, just in who they are, without clicking away, then you might just have what it takes to, oh, hello, to appreciate your dopamine and not be used by it. We have Mankey here. This is going to take a bit. Sit back and relax. Look at that wonderful little monkey here. We got a low kick, 20 damage right there. Pop that in a fighting deck if you'd like. Charcadet, he's got an evolution here. That's an SIR. Or I think it's just an illustration. But look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. We're going to take it slow. Enjoy the slow drip of dopamine, right? It's not something. It's not the destination. It's a journey. All right, we have Inkay here, a little Malamar pre-evolution. Procurement. This guy works in HR, so you better make sure your taxes, make sure all of your pay stubs, any orders, any purchases are in line. All right, Bronzor, our little disc, looks like a CD, little bumps on the side. Mirror attack. Looks like he's floating around in the city there. Which city is this, folks? Can you appreciate the artwork here? A little cartoon style, kind of. Let's go back for a second. Oh no, I'm gonna lose some people here. Look at the colors flowing off of Inkay there. He's upside down and he is A-okay. Maybe you feel upside down right now. I hope you're doing okay, folks. All right, we're getting into it. Here we got a supporter card. Rust Syndicate, Grunts, okay. This is from our Legends EA game. If you haven't played it, get out there and enjoy it. We see the Weezing back here and the King Gambit. Did you notice that? Or were you just trying to get to the end? You, right now, I bet you, you're looking at the little border here. You're like, I don't know. I just want my dopamine. Is there sparkles on that border? I want the SIR. Here's a Vikavolt. All right, evolves from our USB charger port. We call it Chargebug. He's got a Giga Railgun attack, 260. Can you believe that, folks? If this Pokemon has no voltaic energy attached to it, this attack does nothing. So, folks, be on the hunt for your voltaic energy. Okay. Oh, a Gladion's final battle. Oh, there's a hint there. Are you managing? Can you get through? Is dopamine using you? Or are you enjoying dopamine yourself? Here's Gladion. He's got a nice SIR in this set. And speaking of illustrations here, this guy evolved into one that carries an IR in the set as well. Nickets. Cute little fox. We love foxes here in the household of PDP. He's got a rear kick for 30. How are you doing? Oh, Bastiodon. We got a fossil type going on. We got a reverse hollow as well. Look at the sheen. Look at the shimmer. We're getting close, folks. Now, here's the thing. You see the star right there? Back in the day, young PDP, no matter what I got my star always went into the binder. So, because I cherished it, I got the heart of the cards. Do you? Are you there? You're still with us? Here we go, the final review. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, looky, we got ourselves a Whalelord EX. The Moby Dick. Fantastic, folks. Hey, if you're still here, that means you have enough to be able to control the dopamine and appreciate it. Look at the beautiful waves coming off here. He's got a big old smile. I just love him. Folks, congratulations. You've gotten to the final test, and perhaps you may have a full capacity for dopamine. So congratulations. Let's get back to it. And dopamine is only the first brain chemical. There's 3 more that we need to talk about because we are going to bring back our hobby to the true, the blue, and the real collectors out there. The second brain chemical that has to be discussed right now is cortisol, and this is the flipper and the scalper hormone. Okay, we need to talk about this because we actually don't have to let the scalpers win. All right, there is a strat here that actually sends them packing back off. Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Victory! It looks like champion Team Rocket is blasting off again!
See you later. All right, there is a whole syndicate, there's a whole group, a whole team that want to literally take product away from you in line at GameStop, at Best Buy, at Costco, wherever it is. People will throw hands to get these products because they have Discords and group chats and all this whole full built out infrastructure of how to take those cards away from you. The reality is they're going to take it and they're going to flip it. Maybe if the MSRP or the market price that you were going to buy at Walmart was $8 for a booster pack, they're going to put it on the market for whatever it is, whatever that price is. If it's Ascended Heroes, who knows right now? If it's $151, it's like $300 a booster pack, all right? And they're going to pocket that difference with no questions asked, all right? With a smile on their face, all right? We are going to beat them. And it is through understanding cortisol. Cortisol is our stress hormone, okay? It is a feeling that we get when we see out of stock or unavailable on the Pokemon Center website, right? This is the FOMO, this is the stress that we can feel. It's technically not a bad thing to have stress, whether it's fight or flight. Oh, I see a bear we need to throw down, all right? That goes into the epinephrine and norepinephrine. Or it's something like the long term, the burn of, oof, man, there's something off here, we need to address this. But what I want to do is say there is actually a way to grab a dub out of the hands of the scalpers and enjoy the Pokemon cards and make our hobby great again. But if we can control, if we can understand cortisol and realize we don't need to panic buy, you do not need Ascended. I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at you in the screen. You do not need Ascended Heroes pack fresh cards right now if you have the heart of the cards. Because in time, those cards that were minty fresh and brand new, everybody wants them, the hype, the FOMO, all these things, you're feeling that stress. I don't see cards on the shelves. How do I get them? Oh my goodness, right? If you really do have the heart of the cards, you just wait. You play the game. You let the market settle down. People are chilling out. The flippers, the scalpers have maybe made their money perhaps, or maybe there's not as much demand because you're adopting this anti-cortisol game plan. That's what I want for you. The market settles down and you go like me nonchalantly into a convention and you scoop up the cards that are maybe a year, maybe 6 months, whatever settled time, and you grab all the grails that you want because they're not at the hype price. You know, you haven't panic bought because of the FOMO, because of cortisol, because of the scalpers and the flippers, and you pocket those cards and you bring them back into your binder and you put a big daggone smile on your face and you say, attaboy, good work. That is how you beat the scalpers in this game, by appreciating, by taking your time, relax, no panic buying. The dopamine, you don't gotta worry about that. The cortisol, you don't need to worry about that either. Hey, it's PDP here again, hiding out behind a tree. Let's take a little brain break here. I hope you have been enjoying this video so far. I hope it's been bringing value to your life, all right? If you're all about the heart of the cards over the hype of the cards, I think you'd be a great addition to the PDP community because we do some crazy things and we have a good time with Pokemon. Hey, listen, we're about to give away a Pitch Black ETB to celebrate some more subscribers for the channel just like you. So make sure you ring the bell, make sure you like the video, comments on any of the fun questions that we post, and join us for live streams on Thursday evening. I'm so thankful for you. Thanks for spending the time with me right now. Let's get back to the video. So we talked about maybe being on the defense with some of these brain chemicals, but let's shift it here and go into offensive mode. Let's go on the attack. All right, we need to talk about 2 fantastic, not hijacked brain chemicals, but things that we can make sure we take full advantage of. And that first one is called serotonin. Serotonin is that, man, I have achieved it. It is a satisfaction, and boy, do I ever get that satisfaction. All right, it is what dopamine's end goal is, right? If you're working hard, if you're grinding, you want to pull that next thing, or you want to get that next job, you want to lose that amount of weight or hit that bench press, all right, max. Whatever it is that dopamine's driving you to, Serotonin is that I have made it. You got the degree, you got the girl, you fill in the blank, you've actually got to the top and it was worth it, all right? So getting back to that story about you ripping the booster pack and you got one of the cards that you were searching for, like the SIR or an illustration rare or a card that you wanted into your deck that you're battling with, all right, I want you to go back to that moment, all right? And I want you to remember that feeling of, wow, this is so sick, let's go, this is crazy, the hype, right? But I want you to hold on to that. And instead of letting it dissipate and disappear like that, like a little smoke, a little wind changing direction, I want you to go back there. I want you, even right now, or pause the video, whatever you want to do, but make sure you come back. And I want you to just cherish that moment. Cherish that card, pop open your binder, right? And if you haven't protected that card, put it in the top loader, put it in a binder, or put it on a showcase, wherever you want, you're gonna forget about it. And that's the reality. If you don't regularly check your binders, if you don't look and put yourself back into that moment of, yo, that was so dope, that was a great moment, that's a beautiful card, you're gonna forget about it. You're gonna go back, you're gonna get that next hit, right? You wanna get that dopamine back into you. You're better than that. I'm telling you, I'm looking at you right now. You are better than that. Appreciate your cards. And if you don't know how to protect them, I got a video you can follow here, all the different ways, the top tips and tricks for you to make sure your cards last in value and last in all of the serotonin, all the memories. It puts you in the feels, right? All these cards that you have good times with, appreciation for. We've talked about this vibe before on the channel, but what I'm gonna do now is I wanna actually show you cards that I have this serotonin. I get put in the feels because I have a history with them and I appreciate them. So let's flip on the view here and check out these sick cards that I've had for forever. All right, guys, let's get rolling here. All right, so the first one here is my Eevee. All right, it's a promo card from Wizards of the Coast, goes way back. Right, I actually got this card when I was with my sister. My sister and I have been collectors for a long time. My sister more so recently, but I can look at this card and just appreciate just moments spent with her. We got a little swirl right here, right? The value, sure, it's a beautiful card, but it also brings some sentimentality. You got sweet memories with my wonderful sister. Love you, kid. Next one here. We got the double, all right? We got tag team. I remember running this card against my best friend Aaron during the Sun and Moon era, Charizard and Reshiram here. Remember kicking his butt. Aaron, if you're out there, dude, you remember these times? How does that feel, right? The little smack attack there you had down. Double Blaze GX, get out of here with that. We always have some great times, love it. Next one, this card reminds me of my little daughter here. Now, again, it's not an older card. Caught this recently at a convention, but it's just so beautiful. Look at the artwork. It's in the forest. It reminds me of just the wild and fun and free nature of my little daughter and my soon-to-be newborn coming out here soon. These just remind me of the cute, beautiful elements of Pokemon and collecting. This one goes out to my kid. I love you, Maddie. And this last one here was a personal one. I remember seeing this card for the first time ever after I ripped it from a Neo pack. It was mine, all right? I actually got a shining Pokemon card. This was only a myth at the time, and the fact that I pulled this beautiful Iron Snake here, I was just so over the moon about it, and it just brought me into like the sense of euphoria. Sure, there was dopamine, but man, look at me, what, 30 years later, just cherishing these cards, especially this bad boy right here, Shining Steelix. What a time, folks. Right, and so that's it, guys. Just appreciate those cards. I have a bunch of practical take-homes at the end of the video, so make sure you're sticking around until then. But for right now, know serotonin is your friend and you need to leverage it and you need to use it, or else dopamine is going to get the best of you and the scalpers are going to get all the FOMO producing through cortisol, and it ain't going to be good, folks. It's not going to be good. Which brings us to the final one, which is why your boy was doing some silly antics to get you to click on this video by hugging a bunch of plushies without a shirt on, okay? This is called Oxytocin. The moment my baby little girl was born, the nurses told me the first thing you gotta do is take your shirt off and give this little girl a hug, and it's gonna bring you together. This is the connection chemical, all right? This makes you feel like you're not alone, you're together, and you have a community to be a part of, all right? And if you miss this in the Pokemon collecting journey, you're gonna miss out on some of the most important things, all right? So why is this important, right? If you are not appreciating the cards like we talked about with serotonin, but if you don't share that with other people, if you don't build these moments together, if you're not a part of a community that appreciates it and cherishes these things and build memories together based on the pocket monsters from 1990s that are still kicking today, then you're missing out. And with Oxytocin, you get that feeling when you share these moments with one another, okay? Whether it's you're battling or you bring your binder to a convention and somebody checks it out, and Oxytocin makes you feel together like you're part of something bigger. You're part of a community, part of a group, part of something that is valuable and you feel cared for, right? So if you, I don't know, if you battle, and I recommend anybody out there, if you're just a collector, you need to get into battling. It's super fun. I have another video about that, so check it out on the channel. But that brings people together. It's not just about the sheen and the glimmer and the shine of the cards, which is beautiful and fantastic, and you can actually rally together with people like that, but battle. Get your strategies going, learn about how to battle, and bring these cards, including your bow cards, and put them into a deck and actually have fun. Meet somebody, make some friends. That's all I gotta say about that. But if you're just about the aesthetic of it and collecting, bring your binder. Show your binder to a local convention or to a LGS. Find some other like-minded collectors that you like to play with or trade with and so forth, and build memories together. right? You have to have a community, and if you don't have a community, then you're just gonna get back into the system, back into the cycle, and you're just gonna be pulling that lever, looking for more. Because the end game of Pokemon ultimately is to bring people together and to share awesome fun with one another, which is why I love to personally invite you. Every Thursday, we do something called PDP Office Hours, right? It's a live stream where I listen to every single one of the comments, and we do super fun chat-based activities like which fictional character would be an awesome Pokemon gym leader, or which is the best of these illustration rares from the next set, or anything like this, where the chat is always popping off, always bringing wonderful suggestions. We always have great conversations. It's a blast, and I want to personally invite you to join us on the channel where we do good vibes and all positive content around Pokemon, and on Thursday night specifically when we just have a blast being friends. And that's where Oxytocin just goes crazy. I leave Thursday nights always like, man, I'm so thankful for the Pokemon cards that I have, for the Pokemon community, and all the people who are on the channel who love the game just as much as me. So shout out to all of you if you're on Thursdays. Much love to you. So come on and join us. So those 4 brain chemicals are absolutely important, but now what can we do with that? Based on that information, how does that affect my life? I want you to walk away from this video feeling more joy in the hobby that maybe you've never had before. I want you to walk away feeling empowered and like, let's roll. Let's have a good time. Let's go rep a booster pack and enjoy it for what it's worth. Enjoy my cards and make some friends, okay? So let's get practical. Let's talk about 3 things that you can do right now that will completely change and bring joy back into the wonderful Pokemon card collecting hobby. First thing, don't buy the hype, all right? If you're feeling FOMO, maybe you're on socials or you're on whatnot, you're on Drip, whatever you are, however you get your Pokemon, if you're on YouTube, Pokemon cards are not gonna go anywhere. And as much as you feel like they disappear forever and ever and then, the reality is if you just sit back in the pocket and you be smart, you check collector, watch the price maybe go down a little bit. Don't worry about if you see Deep Pocket Monster or Jake Paul or whomever that you're watching on the socials or TikTok or whatever, ripping all these huge cards. Give it a second. Take a sec, big breath, 48 hours, relax, and just watch. Appreciate it, enjoy the content. Those content creators do a great job and they bust their butt for it, like myself. But just don't get into the hype of I have to get this now or else the scalpers will win. And then you're gonna panic buy and you're gonna pay for cards that are 10x what they actually will settle in at, okay? Now here's the thing, if it's a special illustration, rare, Charizard or Gengar, yes, the price is gonna go up and up and up and up. All right, so if you're into that market, I understand if you wanna drop, you know, whatever amount of dough on those cards and the risk and play the slots in that way, that's fine. That's a totally different thing. That we're talking about feel good vibe, everyday content collecting. All right, that's what we're chatting about here. So take a break, wait 48 hours, let the FOMO kind of vanish from you, and just be smart. Plan yourself a convention visit, maybe a couple months later when everything kind of settles down, and pocket those cards that you love and you're gonna appreciate and you're gonna enjoy. Second thing you guys gotta do is open your binders regularly. If you are gonna go to a convention on a Saturday, you ought to be in those binders of all the cards, the precious gems that you have super sweet memories with, all the serotonin. You need to be your nose in those binders Friday night and just appreciate it. Look at all the cards that I do have. I don't need to destroy my budget in order to feel those good feelings. I have some amazing cards right here. Sure, you can buy some more. Obviously, you do what you want to do. This is just recommendations. But if you want to not feel like you got to burn through a hole in your wallet and just appreciate the cards that you have, take a look at the cards that you already won, that you've already beat the system with, right? Battle with them, enjoy them, keep them safe if they're just meant for collectibles or just eye candy. Just experience them and be thankful for them, right? Because not everybody has the cards that you have. And not everybody has the stories behind these cards, or maybe the memories that you have. And if you don't have memories, make them, right? Share them with your friends, which brings me to my last point. Number 3, join a community, all right? Get yourself out there, make friends. Maybe if you're like me and originally in high school, I felt myself to be like a big nerd or a big geek because I like Pokemon cards. I might play all the sports and do whatever, but I like to play Pokemon. Maybe you feel like you're an outcast. You're not. There's a ton of, every single person and their mother knows somebody that likes to play Pokemon, and you are valued and you are accepted and you are worth getting to know. All right, so make sure you go find a community, find an LGS, join a Pokemon battle tournament somewhere local to you. All right, and just be yourself. Share your cards, enjoy them, have a great time, start battling, start trading, do what you want to do because you are accepted. And if you do not have a place or a community that you feel like you can be yourself in with the Pokemon creatures, come out, hang out, PDP office hours on Thursday, live stream. I would love to meet you. I'd love to make you a regular. you can come on by. All right, so if you'd like that, if that's for you, please just subscribe and hit the bell to let you know when we're actually going live so you can join us and not miss out. But I'd love for you to be a part of my community. And again, shout out to those guys. Shout out to you if you're in my PDP office hours live stream crew. Much love to you guys. I don't know what I'd do without you. And I would love for you, if you're not, just to join us. We'll have a blast. All right, guys, so that's 3 things. Literally 3 things that you can do that will change the game. That will chill the dopamine, which will give less leverage to the scalpers, which will make sure that the FOMO doesn't reach you, and so their numbers go down, and maybe some of them go out of business. And that's the reality of it, all right? And then you are sitting home with more cards that you enjoy, that you're able to get at a cheaper price, and you're cherishing them, and you don't feel like you have that hole in your heart that, oh man, my wallet has to be set on fire in order for me to be happy. No, you got a community, you got some wonderful cards, and you are still ripping booster packs because you know that once you get a hit, you're gonna appreciate that hit until kingdom come. We're bringing this hobby back out of the hands of those scalpers and the people who are just here to flip and not appreciate the cards just to make a buck and not a memory. All right, so if that is you, if you are part of the crew, all right, I hope you enjoy this, and I hope that changes the way that you see Pokemon cards, and I hope you enjoy the hobby. It brings joy back into your life if you feel like you're a little shook from all the crazy hype and all the shenanigans that are taking place in the Pokemon community. So much peace to you, and I hope you enjoy the game. Until next video, that's a full send from Professor Day Poke. We'll see you in the next video. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. And right now, I'm actually going to practice what I preach, and I'm going to get my nose right into these beautiful binders. They're so nice. If you found any value in this video, it'd be great to have you. I'm pretty sure the PDP community is perfect for you. Until next time, full send. What do you think, buddy? Is this a nice card? Yeah? Is that so nice? Oh, you think so? Okay. Oh, yeah? Oh, is that good? Oh, okay. All right. Chill with the cards, buddy. I love them too much. Relax. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Okay. Good thing they're top loaded. Oh.